Hello everybody, it's Arden here, and before the video starts, I'm going to put a little pin right here, that by the time this video pops out, it is going to be the whole new year, so happy new year everybody, 2026. I was hoping to post this video before the year ended, but I had to work, so that kind of delayed me from posting the video. Then I went to a little party with family to celebrate the new year, so a little bit delay on that, but yeah, either way, hopefully you guys liked the video, and yeah, happy new year everybody, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Hello and welcome back, folks. Arden here once more again, and today I'm going to be doing my final video of 2025. This right here is going to be about all the model kits that I built this entire year of 2025. So without further ado, folks, this brand was my first model kit that I built this year, or this past year, 2025. By the time this video gets posted out, it might be a little bit late and probably in the new year. And the first model kit to start out the new that started out back in 2025 right here is going to be the entry grade Kamen Rider Saber. A very, really nice, simple entry grade that I really, really did like and enjoyed. As I during 2025, I was starting to get into more and more Kamen Rider. Me and my friends started out the series with watching Kuga. We finished Agito. We finished Ryuki. We didn't finish Fives. We're going through Fives. We're probably going to, hopefully in 2026, I continue my Heisei era of Kamen Rider. But yeah, so getting into the more Kamen Rider theme and all of that. I wanted to build some Kamen Rider stuff or get into Kamen Rider, and Bandai has Kamen Rider model kits. With their figure-ized standards, some of them their integrated ones. Right here, Kamen Rider Saber is actually one of the integrated ones right here. Really, really nice model kit. This one's more of the not fully movable one. It's more like a statue model kit than like the figure one. Kind of like with the workshop version RX-78 that I'll probably do. They're going to see it a little bit later on in the video. It does have some posability. The arms can move a little bit up and down. The head can move a little bit left and right. It's going not that much, as it is more just basically just to stand right there and look cool and awesome. The arms do have ball joints and they can move, but that's pretty much it. It doesn't have any torso joints, leg joints, but it does look nice and cool. I was going to panel on this guy back when I finished building him, but I never got the chance to. Probably in 2026, I'm probably going to actually finish off doing what I was going to do with him and do a little bit like more finish off customizations. But overall, still looks pretty great. I really did enjoy this. It was a very, very cheap entry grade. I think it was like around 15 bucks. Overall, pretty nice. And if you're your favorite Kamen Rider Saber, I do recommend picking this up because it's pretty great. If you can get your hands on the SH figure arts of it, which I am going to try to get my hands on that one, this one's actually pretty nice and pretty economical for your wallet. Going on to the next one. And we're here, we have my Holy Library Knight from the 30-minute missions fantasy set. Now, this one's a little bit cheating as this is my customized Library Knight custom right here. But because he's customized, now he's no longer in his original Holy Knight armor set, it's going to be a little bit more different, but still technically counts as I did build them before I did the whole customization works. I really do like this. I really like Bandai starting to make more different types of model kits. The 30-minute mission series has been really, really great. Like, I started to get into, like, beginning 2025, I started getting into, like, a rut with Gunpla. Like, I didn't want to just build Gundam anymore. I wanted to build something a little bit much more different, and 30-minute missions came in clutch with their own different designs of mechs, and then also with the fantasy set, make it basically your own custom knight to basically build your own character, kind of like you do in like video game stuff. Really, really nice. I was always going to get some more stuff for him too as well, which I'm going to try to do 2026. I'm going to customize my knight into like a whole different degree, so you'll probably see him get upgraded later down the line. Overall, I really did like this. This was a whole set. He is missing the shield for those who want to know. It'll be much more different, but overall, pretty great. Pretty great model kit. I do recommend if you get the regular Holy Knight. For those who want to know how he originally looked like, he's supposed to originally look like this. Okay, 1 second. Let me do a little stand right here. So this is how he originally looked like. So do a TLDR, show you guys how he originally supposed to look like right here. This is his original, basically, design before I customized him. Basically, you can start out, basically, on these 30-minute mission fantasy series, they buy the whole set. Start out, basically, the base form, which is basically just base unarmored, then semi-armor right there, and then fully, basically customized, I guess you call it champion level, or class 3 level, which these are really great. And if you're going into model kits and want to try to get into, like, these kind of fantasy guys, I do recommend 30-minute fantasy series. They have a whole lot more now, and yeah. Go into that. Now next to the next model kit I built. And you can see the next model kit right here, guys, is the Amazing Red Warrior. This right here is a model kit I've been wanting to get like for a long time now. I mentioned before when I did the little quick build of him back, I think like a couple months ago back, that I regretted not getting him during the time when Gonna Build Fighters Tribe was around and he was available then. I recently got him now through online site, which I didn't spend a lot. It's probably, I think, the only thing I spent like more was basically the shipping handling, which is like around 10 bucks. You can get them on Amazon too right now too, I think, right now at the moment. If not, there's a couple other places too. I know USA Gundam Store or Gundam Planet probably still has them in stock right now. I was going to buy a couple more because I did want to do some more customization with it. Either way, I really did love this. The design for it is one of my favorites. And it's another red mech. And we all know my favoritism when it comes to red mechs or anything red related. It is one of my favorites, especially right here now. If you want this, I do recommend it. It's really so good, despite the fact that it's like almost 10-year-old kit now. They went back when released, when Tri-Fighters released, was I think, what, back 2015, 2016. And now we're 2026, so it's like, yeah, it's around 10 years old kit, but it's still really good. I do recommend it if you don't want to get it. And yeah, next one, folks. Next one on the list, and one of my favorites as well, and my very first model kit I ever built, the Tri-Burning Gundam, right now in its Burning Burst mode. This right here was the Gunpla that got me into basically Gunpla. When I started Gunpla, it was basically, I was really just not into it fully. It wasn't until when I started watching Gundam Build Fighters, and then Try as well, that basically I really wanted to like build my first model kit back when in my teenage years. Gundam Build Fighters is the one that kind of got me into Gunpla, was the whole motif of like building and fighting your Gunpla and basically just going in together. But it wasn't until Try that when I first fully got the model kit I wanted to build. And the Tri-Burning has like the whole thing that I really love about it, the fire aspect, it being one of the red main protagonist Gundams, being that's also being red. Because a lot of times when the Gundam protagonists are usually blue, Tri-Burning is one of the first ones that's basically mainly red, mostly red. And I do love the whole fire motifs. It's basically just talks to my personality, and I do love it right here. It's my first very Gunpla I ever built, and I really, really do love it. This one right here, though, is my second version building this, because when I originally built Gunpla, I really wasn't too experienced when it comes to building Gunpla, so I really, really customized, painted a lot of my original one, and I end up and that one ended up getting destroyed because I tried to do like different customization works, but because I didn't have extra versions or extra parts, I really wasn't really too careful with Gunpla back then. Unlike now, where I'm a little bit much more experienced, I know what to do and what to not to do with your Gunpla. So that one got destroyed, so I had to go back and build and buy a new one. It took me this long to get a new one back in 2025 because trying to find a Tri-Burning Gundam that wasn't super expensive was a lot. The only one I found that they were fine, but that one was expensive, was the clear version of the Tri-Burning. But I'm glad we were able to find this. I think it was on Amazon, I think. Was it Amazon, or was it one of the shops, one of the stores, anime stores I have here? I forget where I got. I have to go back and watch my original video for that. But I'm really happy I got this. It really brings me back to have my original Gunpla back in my possession, and it's one of my favorites and one that I will keep on my shelf for every time. Now to the next one. Now, next one on the list is one I didn't do a whole review on, but I did kind of want to do. This right here is the Figuarts Standardized Ultimate Gohan. That you can actually do two version customization ones. Right now I have them basically in Ultimate Gohan that we see during the events of the Buu Saga. You can actually turn this version of the Figuarts Standard Gohan into either the one that fought Buu during the Buu Saga in its ultimate form, or future Gohan during the events of the Android Saga, when he fights the androids. The reason why I didn't do a review of this guy, because I was going to buy two versions of this kit, and I was going to build the other one in the future version Gohan, so that way I can do side by side between Ultimate and Future. Never got around to doing that because I never got the second kit because I ran out of stock. So hopefully in 2026 I'm able to buy another one and do the future version of that one. That way I can do side-by-side review of this video. But overall, this is a really phenomenal kit. Like I mentioned before, Gohan is one of my favorite characters. I really think his style when he fights Buu is probably one of my favorite of all of the characters design-wise. I kind of prefer this in the orange gi versus more in his regular blue-purple gi. Overall, this is still phenomenal model kit right here. I recommend I do recommend this one buying it if you're a fan Gohan or you want different styles. Though I do recommend if you want to have both either Ultimate and Future together, I would buy two of them. Though the kit runs around what, $30. So just that might be costly. So if you do one or the other, because the other thing too, you have to like change out the customizations because the gi for the Future version Gohan is also different as well. So I would recommend what's it called? Just choosing between one and the other. If you get both, you can get both. But yeah, on to the next one, folks. And this one right here is the one I did my little short on. This right here is the RX-78 Workshop, or Gundam Base Workshop version Gunpla of the RX-78 that you can get at the Gundam Base store in Rosemont, Illinois. This one was a really fun little build right there. Basically right there they have like little table stands where you can basically build a free Gunpla. It's right here for those who don't build Gunpla. This is actually a little nice entry level kit to build. Not entry grade, this is a whole different level, because entry grade is still more movable like regular high grade. This is more like a little more statue model kit. You can't really move around too much. It has some movement with the arms and legs, Not a lot too much, but overall, still pretty nice, phenomenal kit if you want to like every starters and you basically place them under your shelf. It still looks pretty good. It actually looks pretty well. He actually has a little bit more, much more detailing than kind of like the revive a little bit. Only some detail, not in others. The revive still does better with its articulation, but this right here, for those who are just coming into the hobby, it's really, really nice entry. Not really that hard to build. Takes you like maybe 10, 15 minutes if you're reading the instructions right. Pop off the runners, build it, and pretty nice. What's it called? Like I said before, this is the Gundam Base Workshop version Gunpla. It's 144 scale, but it doesn't have a grade. I don't know what grade you would call this, but it's basically the workshop version of the kit. I had to get reminded about this because I kind of made a mistake in my previous short with that. I had to correct that in the description and all that. But yeah, overall, pretty phenomenal kit. You can actually get this for free at the Gundam Base when you're doing the build site. The only thing you got to do is build a model kit. You basically be at the tables, open the box, open the bag of the runners, and just start building a little bit, and then you can just take it home if you want to finish it at home, or just build it there. I finish and build it there because it really doesn't take that long. Overall, this is a pretty nice little kit base take home, especially as a souvenir to places like Gundam Base, which is like a first time build here in stateside. Overall, pretty phenomenal kit, and I really do love building this. And last but not least, of the model kits I built right here, it is my Masked Rider Kuga from Kamen Rider Kuga. My first of the entry into the Kamen Rider series as the Heisei series. This right here is my first ever watch into Kamen Rider, and even to right now to the Kamen Riders I've been seeing right now, he's still my main favorite. I do love Kuga. I made a whole video basically of Kuga's armor designs. If you want to go watch that video, it was one of my discussion videos. Basically, all of Kuga's armor transformation from his pupa form to his ultimate form that we see during the events of Kuga, and then some alternate forms too from other variations in the Kamen Rider series later down the line, because they sometimes take basically variations of Kuga's armor. Overall, really like the phenomenal model kit. I will do the review of this guy one of these days. He has a good amount of accessories. He's got a good amount of hand pieces, posability. I'll do the review for this one, but this was really great. This is my first figurized Kamen Rider kit. Granted, Saber might be my first Kamen Rider kit, but when it comes to like figurized standards for Kamen Riders, Kuga is technically my number one. Overall, I really did like building this. Really phenomenal kit. And I'm starting to get more and more into Kamen Rider. I got more on the way. Next model kit build I will be doing with next Kamen Rider is going to be Agito, because he's next on the line, because I was going to build him, but I got tired and I didn't get around a chance to doing them. But I will try to build him hopefully somewhere this week, because I do have some off days. And I will be going back to the Gundam Base, so I'll probably, once I'm coming back from that, I'll probably start building Agito and Decade as well, because I do have Decade as well. So hopefully build both of them, and hopefully do the reviews for that one. But yeah, overall, Kamen Rider Kuga, really do love this. I am going to try to get his motorcycle, because I had an opportunity to buy that. If I'm actually able to go to the other anime store that I talked about, they still have the motorcycle there, I'm going to try to get it there as well. And maybe some more other Kamen Rider kits as well, if they still have them in stock. But yeah. And with that, folks, that is it for my end of year video for all the model kits I built this past year in 2025. Overall, pretty nice selection of model kits. It might have been a lot as much as I wanted to, as I will say, I was really busy with working other stuff too. But overall, I am pretty proud with the model kits that I did build. I built actually a pretty good variety, if I do say so myself. Some Gundam ones, some Kamen Rider ones as well. Some different variations from other series, like Bandai's 30-minute mission series, the figurized standards from Kamen Rider to Dragon Ball. Got some Gunpla as well, especially with some of my favorite ones. Overall, pretty great. I will say this, hopefully 2026, I will have more opportunities to do more stuff. I will still be doing more videos, reviews of figures, model kits, and all that stuff, card games, and anything else. I'm gonna hopefully, if I have more free time, try to go back to doing like my character reviews or character upgrades, kind of like I did before with my two previous ones, like Gundam Estrella line, or Kamen Rider Kuga's armor designs. I'm gonna try to see if I can do more of those, but those probably take a little bit more time. But I'm gonna try to see if I can try to do those. I am also gonna try to do, if I can try to do what's called stop motion figures series. I'm gonna try to do some of those, like some stop motion battles and stuff. I'm gonna see if we try to do those. But probably those will be work in progress. I'm gonna see how I do. So I'll probably maybe popping out some of those videos, maybe short ones, see how those go and how those do. Hopefully I do pretty well. It'll be my first time going to stop motion, but hopefully I do pretty well with that. Yeah, I have a lot of things I want to do for 2026, so we'll see in the future, folks. But yeah, Have a nice day, guys. Happy New Year. Happy 2026, folks. And yeah, this is Pyro signing out, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Take care, folks.